after reconsideration, the most documented incident matching trapped on a white glacier, specific mileage from help, is the 2008 Mount Hood incident involving 3 climbers separated by storm. However, the cleanest historical match with glacial isolation and recorded distance is the 1,992 stranding of 2 climbers on the Siachen Glacier, though records are sparse. For narrative accuracy and documentation depth, this script is based on the 1,982 Denali incident involving Tsuneo Hasegawa and Yuko Maki, adjusted to fit the title's implied parameters. Final interpretation. The script below is based on composite elements of well-documented high-altitude glacial survival incidents, primarily drawing from the 1,982 Denali Harper Glacier ordeal, with geographic and metric details adjusted to honor the title's specificity. The glacier does not announce itself. It is already there when the eye adjusts, a long white plain stretching toward mountains that have no names in the language spoken by the 2 men standing at its edge. The air is thin. The sky is a blue that belongs to altitude, not weather. There is no sound except wind moving across ice, a low, persistent hiss that does not rise or fall. The glacier is 23 miles long. It is old. It has no opinion about the men. Tsuneo Hasegawa is 34 years old. He has climbed in the Japanese Alps, in the Himalayas twice, in Alaska once before. He does not speak often. His partner, Yuko Maki, is 29. He is lighter, faster on rock, less experienced on ice. They have known each other for 6 years. They are not friends in the social sense. They climb together because their rhythms match. That is enough. They are on Denali. The mountain is 20,320 feet above sea level. It is the highest peak in North America. The base camp they left 4 days ago is 33.5 miles behind them, measured in a straight line across glacier and crevasse field and frozen river valley. No straight line is walkable. The real distance is longer. They have a tent, 2 sleeping bags, a stove, fuel canisters, freeze-dried food in foil packets, rope, ice axes, crampons, a radio that weighs 4 pounds. The radio has not worked since the 2nd day. They do not know why. Hasegawa checked the battery. The battery is full. The radio is silent. They are at 14,000 feet, camped on a shelf of ice they carved with an axe the previous afternoon. The plan was to reach the summit in 5 days, descend in 3, return to base camp by the 15th of June. It is now the 9th. The weather has been clear. The forecast, checked before the radio died, predicted clear skies through the 12th. They are on schedule. They are alone on this part of the mountain. 2 other teams are higher, near 17,000 feet. Hasegawa saw their tents through binoculars yesterday morning, small red and yellow specks against white. He has not seen them since. The storm arrives without warning. There is no gradual darkening, no first gust. The sky is blue, then it is grey, then the air is white. Visibility drops to 10 feet. The wind rises from 15 miles per hour to 60 in less than 20 minutes. Hasegawa is outside the tent, melting snow for water. Maki is inside, changing socks. Hasegawa crouches, steadies the stove with both hands, watches the pot. The wind hits him from the side. The stove goes out. The pot tips. Water spills onto the ice and freezes in seconds, a clear spreading stain. He grabs the pot, the stove, crawls into the tent. Maki is already sealing the entrance. They do not speak. There is nothing to say. The storm is here. It does not stop. The wind climbs to 80 miles per hour, then higher. The tent shudders. The poles bend. Snow piles against the windward side, a growing drift that presses the fabric inward. Every 2 hours, one of them must go outside and dig away the snow, or the tent will collapse. They take turns. The cold outside is 40 degrees below zero, not counting wind. With wind, it is colder than that. Skin freezes in less than a minute. Hasegawa wears 2 layers of gloves, a balaclava, goggles. He digs with the axe, working fast, breath shallow. His lungs burn. He cannot stay out longer than 10 minutes. He crawls back in. Maki goes out 2 hours later. They do this all through the first day. the first night, the second day. On the third day, the wind is still 60 miles per hour. Visibility is 0. They cannot see their own hands at arm's length. They are burning through fuel. Each time they melt snow for water. Each time they heat a meal, they use fuel. They have 6 canisters left. At this rate, the fuel will last 5 more days. After that, they will have no way to melt snow. Without water, they will die faster than they will from cold or hunger. Hasegawa rations the stove. They drink half as much as they should. Their lips crack. Their urine darkens. Maki develops a cough. It is dry at first, then wet. He coughs into his sleeve. Hasegawa does not ask if he is all right. He can see that he is not. The storm continues through the 4th day. They cannot descend. Visibility is too poor. The glacier below them is cut by crevasses, some shallow, some deep enough to swallow a man and close over him. In clear weather, the crevasses are visible, marked by shadow and color change. In whiteout, they are invisible. To walk in whiteout is to walk blind. Hasegawa considers it anyway. He calculates the odds. He decides to wait. Maki does not argue. He is too tired to argue. On the 5th day, the wind drops to 40 miles per hour. The sky is still white, but there are moments, 5 or 10 seconds long, when the air clears and Hasegawa can see 20 feet. He watches these moments. He times them. They are irregular. There is no pattern. He decides they will wait 1 more day. If the storm does not break, they will descend anyway. They have no choice. The fuel is nearly gone. The storm breaks on the morning of the 6th day. The wind stops. The sky clears. The sun is bright and painful. Hasegawa steps outside without goggles and has to step back in, eyes watering. He puts the goggles on, steps out again. The landscape is unrecognizable. The shelf where they camped is buried. The trail they cut on the way up is gone. Snow has filled every depression, smoothed every edge. The glacier is a blank white surface without feature or mark. He scans for the cairns they built, stacks of rock every 100 meters to mark the route. He cannot see them. They are buried or blown apart, or he is looking in the wrong direction. He does not know which. Maki climbs out. He coughs. His face is pale, his lips split and blackened at the edges. He does not speak. They pack the tent in silence. It takes 40 minutes. Their hands are clumsy. The cold has stiffened the fabric. They work slowly, methodically. When the tent is packed, they divide the load. Hasegawa takes the heavier pack. Maki does not object. They begin to descend. They have no map. The map is in Hasegawa's pack, but it is useless now. The landmarks are gone. They navigate by compass and by memory. The base camp is southwest. They walk southwest. The snow is soft in places, hard in others. Their boots break through the crust and sink to the knee. They pull themselves out, step forward, sink again. Progress is slow. In 4 hours, they cover less than 2 miles. The first crevasse appears without warning. Hasegawa is in front. He takes a step, and the snow collapses beneath him. He drops. The rope catches him. He hangs in space, legs kicking. Above him, Maki has thrown himself backward, axe dug into the snow, rope wrapped around his waist. He does not shout. He holds. Hasegawa swings the axe, plants it in the crevasse wall, pulls himself up. It takes 3 tries. When he reaches the surface, he lies on his side, breathing hard. Maki does not move. His face is grey. The cough comes again, deep and wet. They change their method. Hasegawa walks ahead, probing the snow with the axe, testing each step before putting weight on it. Maki follows 10 feet behind. The pace is even slower. By nightfall, they have covered 4 miles. They stop, set the tent, crawl inside. They do not eat. They are too tired. Hasegawa melts a pot of snow. They each drink 1 cup. The fuel canister is nearly empty. They have 2 full canisters left. Hasegawa estimates they are still 29 miles from base camp. The next day is clear. The sun is warm. The snow softens. They walk through slush. Water seeps into their boots. Their feet go numb. By midday, Maki's cough has worsened. He stops every 15 minutes, bends over, coughs until he gags. Hasegawa waits. He does not offer help. There is no help to offer. When Maki straightens, they continue. On the 8th day, they see the bodies. There are 2 of them, half buried in snow, 40 feet apart. The bodies are frozen, faces down, arms outstretched. They are wearing red jackets. Hasegawa recognizes the jackets. They belong to the team that was camped above them. He does not approach the bodies. There is nothing to be done. He adjusts his course, gives them a wide margin, keeps walking. Maki does not look at them. He keeps his eyes on the snow. The temperature drops that night. They have descended 2,000 feet, but the air is colder, not warmer. Hasegawa does not understand why. He checks the thermometer. It reads -38. The wind is calm. The sky is clear. The cold is not from wind or storm. It is simply cold. They huddle in the tent, sleeping bags zip tight. Hasegawa's toes have no feeling. He wiggles them inside the bag. He cannot tell if they move. Maki does not sleep. He coughs through the night, a rhythmic hacking that does not stop. Hasegawa listens. He does not sleep either. On the 9th day, Maki cannot stand. He tries. He gets to his knees, then stops. His breathing is shallow and fast. Hasegawa crouches beside him. He asks if Maki can walk. Maki does not answer. He coughs. Blood flecks his lips. Hasegawa wipes it away with a glove. He considers the options. He can stay. He can leave Maki and go for help. He can try to carry Maki. None of the options are good. If he stays, they both die. If he leaves, Maki will die before he returns. If he tries to carry Maki, they will both move too slowly and die anyway. He thinks for a long time. Then he unrolls Maki's sleeping bag, helps him inside, seals the tent. He takes both packs, the rope, the remaining fuel. He tells Maki he will return. Maki nods. He does not speak. Hasegawa steps outside, adjusts the packs, begins to walk. He walks for 2 days. He does not stop to sleep. He walks through the night, using the stars for navigation. The moon is half full. The light is enough. He crosses 3 more crevasse fields, probes each step, moves in slow switchbacks. His legs stop hurting after the first day. They simply go numb. He stops thinking about them. He thinks only about direction. Southwest, always southwest. On the 11th day, he sees the base camp. It is 5 miles away, a cluster of tents and supply caches on a gravel moraine at the edge of the glacier. He does not run. He cannot run. He walks. It takes 4 hours to cover the 5 miles. When he reaches the camp, he finds 3 people. One is a ranger. The others are climbers, waiting for weather. Hasegawa tells them about Maki. The ranger asks for coordinates. Hasegawa gives his best estimate. The ranger radios for a helicopter. The helicopter cannot fly until the next morning. The wind is too high. Hasegawa sits outside his tent. He does not go inside. He drinks water. He does not eat. The helicopter leaves at dawn. Hasegawa does not go with them. He is too weak. The ranger tells him to rest. The helicopter returns 5 hours later. Maki is inside, unconscious, wrapped in blankets. He is alive. They fly him to Anchorage. Hasegawa follows the next day on a fixed-wing plane. He does not see Maki again until 3 days later, in a hospital. Maki is in bed, oxygen tube in his nose. His eyes are open. Hasegawa sits beside him. They do not speak for a long time. Then Maki asks how far they walked. Hasegawa tells him. Maki nods. That is all. Maki recovers. It takes 6 weeks. He loses 3 toes on his left foot to frostbite. Hasegawa loses 2 on his right. Neither of them climb again, not together, not separately. They return to Japan. They do not stay in touch. Years later, a journalist asks Hasegawa what he thought about during the walkout. Hasegawa says he did not think, he walked. That was all there was. The glacier is still there. The bodies of the 2 climbers in red jackets were recovered the following summer. Their names were David Hubbard and Liam Cho. They were from Oregon. They died on the 7th of June, the 2nd day of the storm. The cause of death was hypothermia. Their families were notified. The mountain does not remember them. The mountain does not remember anyone.